What's up, guys? Dad Dash back here for another dash along. Going out tonight for a dash from 6, or we're going to be multi-apping, of course, but we're going out from 6 to 8:30. I'm on the schedule with DoorDash from 6 to 9, just to make sure that, you know, if I have the app on if I need to go longer for some reason or whatever unfolds. But I'm also scheduled for another block for Grubhub. So we'll see what happens tonight. Last night was great, so we're hoping for another great evening as well. Goal, of course, as always, will be to earn an equivalent of $25 an hour. So in this case, that's going to be about $62.50 or more. Will be considered to be an on-pace shift. Anything better than that would be awesome, and we would, you know, love to do that. I'm actually going to be, so a little interesting thing here. I've got the iPhone 13 mini. My preference of phones, my personal driver is a mini. I'm actually putting that in rotation tonight because I used my original mini and it was just not as good, in my opinion, battery wise and everything. So I've got this thing charged up. It's about 75% charged. We'll just see if it lasts the full 2.5 hours, or if I got to put it on the charger, which I do have, and just see how it goes. I'm going to be running DoorDash's app on this particular phone here and see how that goes. I'm going to be running Grubhub on the iPhone Pro Max, and then I'm going to be running Uber as a test just to see, because I believe Uber sometimes runs better on Android. I'm going to be running that on my Z Fold and seeing how that goes. And then, of course, for record keeping, I've got the iPad mini. This will be out of rotation. Last night he was in rotation, and I ran an app on it, and that was actually a pretty interesting experiment and went quite well. So anyways, that's the equipment we're using tonight. And then, of course, I'm using my Osmo to talk to you guys. So let's get started. I'm going to head towards my market, and I will be back as soon as I get an order. I've got to make a quick stop at the top of the hill, and then I'll be on my way into the market. If anything happens in the interim or anything interesting occurs, I will come back on and let you know. However, next time we talk, hopefully it's when I get my first order, and we're going to try to see what we can do. All right, guys, talk to you in a minute. What's up, guys? So I got to my shopping center, my staging area, and didn't really get anything on the way in like I normally do around this time of night, especially on a Saturday night dinner time. And I got here, and it's actually at a mall, and there's a lot of restaurants in the surrounding area. So I got a Chick-fil-A order for $5. Turned that one down flat. It was like $5 for, I think, 6 miles or something like that. Then I got a $6.25 order for a taco place with 9 items. I'm thinking overtip here. I don't know. It's only 2 miles, so I said, heck, I'll take it. Why not? 2 miles, $6. So I'm going to ride over here. It's in the mall, but I've just got to ride around to the other side of the mall. There tends to sometimes be a little bit of a wait time with this place. We will see. And hopefully there is overtip here. I'm hoping. From what I can see here in the order itself, it's a $75 order. So we will see. Here's hoping. Last night I got burned. So we'll see what happens. I'm thinking that there definitely would be, but I don't know. We'll see. Could be a very, very good order. So anyways, I'm going to jump over here, grab this order, and then I will let you know, or I'll come back on once I have the food in the car and go over how the pickup went, if there was any wait. And then, of course, go over at the moment of truth when we get to the drop-off and see if there's actually any overtip, or if we just get $6.25, whatever. And I've still got Grubhub and Uber Eats on. I'm going to stick with this order regardless. But I've got them on because, I figure why not. It's only a 2-mile order. It's right around the corner where I have to go drop it off, especially Grubhub. There's always wait times involved with them. So anyways, guys, I will talk to you here in a minute, and I will be back as soon as I get the food. Hey guys, just wanted to jump on here while I'm on my way over here to get this food. I want to just take a moment, just first of all, to ask you to, if you have not subscribed, please subscribe. If you are enjoying this video so far, please like it, share it. I'm trying to build this channel. I'm trying to create a forum here, a channel where drivers can come, gig drivers, gig workers alike can come for resources and tips, tricks, and strategies, and just a place to add to the already vibrant community that we have on YouTube. So if you can make your contribution, a free contribution with your subscription, be greatly appreciated. All right, guys, I will see you after we pick up this food here. And I just want to jump in here real quick and ask you for that. Thank you. All right, guys, I'm back. So I had about a 13-minute wait. It's a relatively large order, so I know this place has waits. So basically, the way I would break this order down is, obviously, waiting 13 minutes on a $6 order, some would say, why would you do that? And that's a fair question. It looks like I got a $10.60 8-mile order for Red Robin. I'm going to go ahead and take that, and I'll come back for it. Why would you do that? Is that really worth your time? And my response to that would simply be this. This is why DoorDash hides tips, right? I wouldn't have stayed. So, of course, the jury's out right now on whether or not I win or DoorDash wins. But DoorDash obviously wins if it's $6.25 and I stayed and waited for an order that I'm thinking is going to be more. So this is exactly why, if you're asking this question, and a lot of people will say, why do they hide tips? It is this order right here, a 2-mile order, $6.25. The miles to money ratio is perfect. There's no problem with that. But a 13-minute and 7-minute on top, and then probably it was about a 5-minute travel time to the restaurant. So you put all those numbers together, and you're talking about a 26-minute trip. That's like a $13, probably $15, $16 an hour order, you know, if all I get is $6.25. Now, I'm counting on the fact that I've got all these item count. The total is $75. I'm hopeful that I'm going to get $2.25 because that's what I'm going to get for my pay. No question about that. Plus, I'm hoping to get $7, maybe $10, maybe $15 tip, and it becomes a $17.25 order. Then all of those things that I just talked about as far as the time and everything, it's a very good order. So any Dasher would wait for a $17 order that's 2 miles away for 13 minutes at a restaurant that you know is going to have preparation time. But if it only turns out to be $6.25, then I should have got out of this order, let somebody else come in about 7 to 8 minutes. But instead I stayed. So anyway, just want to get into that. It's just a little discussion there point, especially for anyone who's new to DoorDash and trying to understand that that's what you're looking at. And that's kind of the decision-making process. Had this been a Burger King order, I'd have been out of it. Had this been a McDonald's order, I'd have been out of it. Because you do not normally get tips, extra hidden tips on those type of orders, fast food type of orders. This is like an in-between. It's like a sit-down version of restaurant. It's like a sit-down restaurant in the food court of the mall. So, we will see. Alright guys, I'm going to jump off here. I already picked up that Red Robin order, as you guys may have heard. There's always a wait time at Red Robin, so that's why I don't mind going down here. I'm literally 1 mile away from Red Robin's once I get done with this order, and going to Red Robin for $10 and seeing exactly what this turns into. It is an 8-mile order. Uber doesn't really show you where you're going, so it's a risk. But as of right now, Grubhub is totally ignoring me. I don't know if it's because I'm back on iPhone with Grubhub. I've found Grubhub works best on Android. But we're going to do a little test tonight, because this will be the first time I've never gotten anything, especially in the heart of a dinner rush. And I'm on shift with them. So I think there's location issues on the iPhone, and they're not able to find me or thinks I'm not out here. But we will see. And I may swap in the middle of this shift if I don't hear from Grubhub in a little while. Anyways, alright guys, I am going to focus on finding this spot. I'm about a minute away from my drop-off, and I'll come back on once I make the drop-off and let you guys know exactly what the total of this order becomes. Alright guys, talk to you in a minute. Alright guys, I'm back here. So, wow, what a phenomenal order. And just absolute craziness after the order. It's like suddenly I had restarted my phone with the Grubhub, and suddenly Grubhub starts coming at me with order after order. None of them were ones that I really felt like they were good enough. One of them was $13 for 13 miles for Wild Burger, which is Buffalo Wild Wings. Didn't like that. Like I said, I had accepted a Uber. Now again, I think I'm starting to get a little bit close to the edge there with Uber. I've got to watch myself because a couple times here I've been canceling the orders because I keep getting orders because I leave my app on, and that's just me. I don't know why. Well, in this particular case, it was just because I was just getting hit from all directions. I'm trying to drive. I'm trying to, process all the information that I need to, and I was driving because I thought I had the Uber order going. But then DoorDash, before I could cancel the DoorDash or get DoorDash turned off to pause, DoorDash hits me with a $13.25 order going only 7 miles for an Indian restaurant with like 6 items, which again speaks potentially to the idea that we're going to see a nice tip, maybe even some over tip, maybe not. I don't know. It could. I know it's going to be at least probably $3.75, $3.50, if not $3.50 on the tip, or not tip, on the base pay for this order for 7 miles. Could even be 4, which means that $13.25. I could see that possibly being a bigger tip. And plus, there's a lot of stackable areas around here because there's several restaurants that they can stack with. And it looks like, there it is. Satar of India. They're stacking me with another, I think, maybe. I don't know. Oh, yeah, $6. So they want me to go 2.3 miles for an additional $6 on my route. And where would that take me to? So obviously, it's going to be right out in the same area. So, you know what? I'll do it. Why not? $6, 2.3 miles. I can do that. So now I have 2 Satar of India orders. That is now a $19.25 order. So that's an absolutely outstanding order. Anyways, I'm rambling. I'm sorry. Or getting distracted. But anyways, let's get back to what I was telling you about. I'm now going to be picking up 2 orders here from this particular Indian restaurant for $19.25. I think that's an outstanding order going basically 9 miles. So this order just got even better. Hats off to DoorDash for winning the day. I have turned off Grubhub. I have turned off Uber. I don't want any more stuff going on until I get done with these orders. And when I'm on my way to my last drop-off, I will turn them on. Good news is for Grubhub area, that is a good Grubhub area. I may have to turn Grubhub back on because I'm on shift with them and they're going to start sending me nasty grams saying I'm not available. So I'll probably go in and out with them. But there could be some potential when I'm on my way back from this order that I could get some good action from Grubhub. Anyways, guys, I'm going to run in here. I did get, actually, you know what? I don't think I told you guys what I got out of that. The really cool part. They gave me a $7.50 tip, so there was over tip, and then they gave me $6 cash. So, even better. So, really, like I said, that was a really good order. I'm glad I waited. It was definitely worth it. And the projected hourly on that thing was $35 an hour. So, in this case, I won waiting and not giving up the order. I could have given that order up because of the wait time, but I still made out more than okay. And we'll see what happens with this particular order here with Satar of India. All right, guys, talk to you in a minute.
Turn left on the Halfway Boulevard.
All right, guys, so I just made that pickup. This actually really went exceedingly well. Exceeded my expectations in terms of pickup time because both orders were already ready and sitting there waiting. So that, to me, is outstanding. So, very happy about that. So we're on our way now. It looks like we've got about a 10-minute ride to the first drop-off, and then hopefully only a couple of minute ride on the second drop-off, which means this will be about hopefully 15 minutes or so, which means for $19, that's a heck of an order. So this was a great DoorDash order, and I will tell you guys right now, my acceptance rate's about 6%. So anybody out there who believes acceptance rate is required to get good orders, you got to just be willing to hit decline. You got to be willing to have other options up so you can try to find the best order. Now, I caution everyone, again, doing what I just did because I feel like, I don't know, Uber doesn't tell you how much your cancellation rate is. It doesn't have that. I did find the page at one point, but it doesn't come up now anymore. But the concern, or as a whole, it'll tell you what your cancellation rate was for the evening. But, just be careful. Just be careful. Try not to do that too much. I've done it a couple times, and I'm going to, like I said, be more aggressive with turning the apps off for right now. We'll see what happens. And I did get a glimpse of, it seems like DoorDash is putting the totals on and then sometimes isn't. In this case, they didn't put the totals on, I guess because it's a stack order and they didn't want to have the risk that I would, get rid of one of them. But it looks like they're both $60+ orders, which is really good, at least for the potential, for tip potential. Now, I have seen that DoorDash basically is pushing customers to give a 10% tip. And I only know that because I myself am use the DoorDash platform time and again because I want to see what the customer's seeing. And that's a tip that I want to share with everyone. I've thought about doing a tip video, but I feel like I think of these things as I'm doing it, so I'm going to share as I'm going. That is, try all of the platforms, right? You're a business owner. You need to know what you're doing and what your customer is seeing and whether or not what platform you think is going to be the best for you. And besides your experience on your end for making money, the second factor of that is seeing what the customer is doing and what that platform is doing to help you, the driver. And in my opinion, from a user experience standpoint, Uber is the one that does the most to encourage the customer to tip. They have a lot of prompts and things that they go through. Grubhub does a really good job of suggesting a big tip, but they're not as in your face as Uber is, especially if you get there early and stuff like that. Those are things being promoted to the customer and they're being asked right away, increase your tip. If you didn't give the best tip, they're going to be asking them to increase it. On the other hand, they can also decrease it. Grubhub does not make it very easy for them to decrease, and neither does DoorDash. So that's a benefit to the driver that the customer can't just go in after the fact and decrease the tip like they can on Uber. But anyways, I think we've got some tip potential here, basically. So I think we could be having a $20+ order here.
Right onto Maryland,
which would be absolutely fantastic. All right, guys, I'm going to jump back in here and get focused on getting these orders out to the customers. And then I will be back when I've made my final drop-off. Or actually, I'll be back after I make my first drop-off. Let you know if there's any over-tip there. And then I'll be back, of course, obviously, after the second one to tell you what the overall order ended up being. All right, guys, talk to you in a minute. All right, guys, so I'm back here. So, told you guys I wasn't going to try to get in trouble, but of course, I couldn't resist. I turned on Grubhub and Uber Eats a little early. Got excited. I got a $19.90 Uber Eats order. 2 deliveries, 40 minutes. Going about, I think it's 11 miles or something like that. So for $19, it's Cracker Barrel is the one drop-off I know. I don't know where the other one is or if it's the same one. They don't tell you. That's one thing I hate about Uber Eats is they stop telling you on stacked orders where the second stack is until you get done with it or until you've accepted it. So anyways, in fact, I guess I could take a look right now, come to think of it.
Right on Offenburger Road.
So it's Long John Silver's. Oh, wow. So I guess they're going to bring me back over to the mall, which is interesting. Which, again, Uber Eats stacks are just absolutely terrible.
Continue on Offenburger Road for 1.5 miles.
Sometimes with what they do and where they take you to. But anyways, that's what we're doing. Uber Eats. It's $20 order. I'm 45 minutes. My thought is if I can get that done in 45 minutes, I'll have time to get another order. I have no idea where it ends. I know where the first order ends, and it's not bad, but that doesn't mean anything as I've learned with Uber Eats stack orders. They'll take you on a wild, wild goose chase. So I probably should have not done this order, but I saw $19, went ahead and did it. We'll see where this goes. I don't feel comfortable canceling any orders, so I turned off Grubhub. I'm going to turn off DoorDash, basically pause DoorDash, and hope that everything goes well. On the first order, it was the $6 add-on order that we dropped off, and it was more money, so it was, I guess it was $9.50, so it was actually $3.50 higher, so that already puts our total at $22.50 for the order, so that's really awesome. $22.75. So that's really, really awesome. This turned into a really, really good order. I'm about 3 minutes from that drop off. Then I'm going to head over to the Cracker Barrel and go pick that one up and go from there. But, yeah. So anyways, all right, guys, I will update you. As you know, it's getting dark. You can see that's why you're staring at the road while I'm driving. And I'll keep updating you on as we go. All right, guys. Talk to you in a minute.